What's goody, y'all? Buckle up coming through on a quick drop special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. If you haven't already subbed in, sub in. Sub in. You all are welcome. No doubt. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here. Tap that like sign before you get out of here. Don't forget, y'all need 12 games over a 30-day period with the first 3 games free. Text 443-717-1848. Text 3 words. You want in. That's it. We'll take it from there. Other than that, get the free games that we give out. And Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win without a pass and still want to show love. Alright. Y'all know what it is now. Let's go ahead and get to the chop. Let's go ahead and get to the chop. Chippity chop chop. Yeah. So it's been a lot of talking going on with so many things going on. A lot of talking going on with so many things going on. Y'all feel me? So I guess first I want to say, 78 Sports TV or Bill Haney or somebody, one of y'all need to get BFTB medication for what it looks like could be a bad case of mental delusion. He got a real bad case of mental delusion. He literally say a lot of goofy shit and believe it. Literally says a lot of goofy ass shit and believes it. You feel me? This nigga, listen, Bark for the Bone is so motherfucking delusional that he told the dude on his show yesterday that he see all the fighters' contracts. He was actually holding a conversation with a motherfucker and told him that he see all the contracts. He has the contracts. And the guy ain't say shit. The guy ain't say shit. Nobody in his fucking came in his comments. Nobody said shit. Nobody had a question on how is it that you get a hold of all the fighters' contracts? How does that happen? How do you do that from sitting in your bathroom in Texas all day? How is that possible? So you mean to tell me for Floyd Schofield next fight, or for Abdullah Mason next fight, or for Usyk next fight, with whoever they fighting with, all these fights. So you got Benavidez and Zerto contract from when they just fought. Why would you sit on your channel and tell everybody that you got people contracts knowing motherfucking well you capping your motherfucking ass off? Why would you cap like that? Because you on YouTube? That's why you cap like that? Because the dude told him Tank never got a guarantee from the PBC for more than $2 million, just like Deontay Wilder didn't get a guarantee of more than $2 million before he was supposed to fight AJ, where they offered him $12 million, or offered him 12.5 to come fight for Undisputed. The PBC paid Frank Martin $2 million to fight Tank, and Tank got $2 to $3 million tops guaranteed money. He told you that Tank got $5 million. Cat. And he don't got shit to prove it. Tank got 2 to 3 mil guaranteed. The PBC don't do no motherfucking $5 million guaranteed. They don't do no $5 million guaranteed. All the other money Tank made that night with the Frank Martin fight was off backing off the pay-per-view that he did with 350 pay-per-view buys. 350K pay-per-view buys. That's where Tank made his money. That's where Tank ended up making more than $5 million. The $5 million he talking about, he made more than $5 million that night. Yeah, he made more than $5 million because when you add the pay-per-view money, he didn't get a $5 million guaranteed from the PBC. That was cat. Yeah, he was lying. The PBC did not pay Tank $5 million to fight Frank Martin at all. You a lying ass, a lying cornball. You're lying cornball, dummy ass. Like I said, don't got no contract because there's no reason in the world that you would have it. There's no reason in the world for any of the fighters or their teams to give you access to their contracts, and they don't even know you. And there's no reason to give you their contracts. I guarantee you he can't tell y'all the show to tell you the reason why all the fights get the contracts to BFTB. I bet you he can't tell y'all that. Show and prove that to us that you got a job, that all the boxing contracts come to you. Prove that to us. What you got is a brain that's diluted. And you need help. You need to seek help. YouTube give this goofball a lane to talk boxing, and all of a sudden, you got all of the fighters' contracts. It's crazy that you sit up on your shows and waste time to say shit like that. It's crazy that you say that. Shut your sheep-looking ass the fuck up. And Mag 7 told you that he got butterflies. Mag 7 told you that he get butterflies before he see Tank fight. Doesn't mean for you to use the word butterflies for some gump shit. First thing you get to talking about, Mag 7 told you that he get butterflies off of seeing when he get in a certain fight, and told you that how he compares it to games. When he watching his favorite teams play and all that, he get a certain butterfly about him, and you use the butterflies into some gunk talk because that's what you into. Just like you just did it on your motherfucking live earlier, when somebody came on there and said something that made some motherfucking sense to the goofy shit that you was trying to talk, that you was talking about. You always jump right to the motherfucking gump talk. Soon as somebody tell you something that makes sense, straight boxing, you can't respond to the shit because it's too much of a good situation that you can't say shit about. It's solid, whatever they said to you. Hey, Mag 7, let me tell you something, Mag 7. And if you're not, if anybody listening that know Mag 7 or whatever and can get this over to him, get it over to him. Just in case Mag 7 is not listening. But Mag 7, if you listening already, you got to understand, Mag 7, that BFTB is one of the top, he's probably the top pole slobber that you're going to come across. He's one of the top pole slobbers that you're going to come across. And that's why he called you gay like he do. When you show love for Tank. You got to remember, Mag. He grew up in a house with a brother running around with a thong in his ass. Fixing him breakfast. And most likely he had on one too. You got to keep that in mind. He told us that, Mag 7. Well, I don't know why you never bring that up to him. He told us that. He told us about his brother running around the house with a fucking thong on all day. I mean, Mag 7, you talking to the same nigga that meet up with a bunch of men once a year for what they call a meet and greet, which involves no females. Involves no females on a year-to-year basis. Nothing but a video full of men. A men-on-men camp out for about 2 days, Mag 7. So understand why they always bring that shit up to you. That's what they into. That's why they always bringing that type talk up. And another thing, when Gilly said, if you in your hood around the way and you knock out 30 niggas out of 33, are you a killer with your hands? That's what Gilly was asking when him, Bud, and all them was all in the room. Him, Bud, Bill Haney, and all them Bud was on the phone. They was all in the room hollering and shit, right? And BFTB was showing that clip on his show and then stopping the clip and talking, right? So he stopped the clip when Gilly brought up that. Gilly said, knock out 30 niggas out of 33 niggas in the hood, or you known around the way with a killer with your hands. Gilly didn't say if you go and beat up elementary kids with lunch boxes. What the fuck wrong with your slow ass? He gonna stop the motherfucking show when Gilly talking and say, of course, what would make you tough about beating up 30 kids in elementary school? Gilly didn't say shit about no elementary school. What the fuck is you talking about? Gilly wouldn't even understand what made you say that. Gilly said nothing about beating up no elementary school kids. He said grown men in the hood. Going around the hood just knocking niggas out. You always rearranging somebody's words right after people already saying what he said out his mouth. They already saying what he said out his mouth. What your delusional ass trying to change somebody's words for? He forever trying to change. Somebody did it with the Jay Prince shit, with Jay Prince just coming on What's Your Name show. We're going to talk about all that, though. What makes you think that a motherfucker give a fuck about what you say once they hear it out with the horse mouth already said out their mouth? We don't need you to tell us what they were saying or what they was trying to say or none of that shit, because they don't even fuck with you. And even if they did fuck with you, it don't matter. They already said what they said. I mean, same way, Jay Prince didn't say shit about Shakur not ready for Devin right now. Jay Prince didn't say shit about Shakur not ready for Devin right now. He was watching the motherfucking, the video with Wallow and Gilly and Bill Haney sitting at the table with Jay Prince on the phone. We clearly heard what Jay Prince said. He gonna stop the video and said, Jay Prince basically is saying Shakur not ready for Devin right now. He didn't say nothing like that. You know what he said? He said Shakur is not going to 147 right now. That is what Jay Prince said. Why you forever... What the fuck is wrong with you? You delusional as a motherfucker. You a delusional ass, goofy, cornballish ass nigga for real. You a goofy nigga for real. Because he said he not going to 147 right now, and we heard what he said. And you still try to come, and you got motherfuckers on his channel, a lot of the motherfuckers that follow him in his comments, they still believe what BFTB said, even though Jay Prince said what he said. Once BFTB told him what Jay Prince said ain't mean shit, this, that, and other, and he really meant this and he really meant that, they believe that. They believe what the fuck BFTB tell them instead of listening to what Jay Prince just said. I mean, Jay Prince said what the fuck he said. And listen, Gilly so animated when it comes to Boots versus Devin because Gilly know Devin is not Bud in no shape, fashion, or form. That's why Gilly wasn't animated with Bud. And that's what the nigga came in his comments and told him when he got mad. But I was just trying to think about it a little while ago. That's what the nigga came in his comments about. Because he said something about that. And the nigga came in there and said just what I'm telling him right now. Gilly not going to be animated about Bud because... Not going to be animated about Bud because, yeah, he know Bud is the real deal. Of course he going to be animated about Devin against Boots because Gilly know... Wallow know, and everybody else know that Devin is food at 154. We already know this. That's why he animated the Gilly. That's why. And nobody that know what they was talking, nobody know what they was watching, thought Bud lost to Madrimov. Not nobody that know what they was watching thought Bud lost to Madrimov. Only a cornball like yourself would say that. That's the hate in you that say Bud lost to Madrimov. We watched Bud pluck Madrimov up. Madrimov fought a good fight, but Madrimov got beat up. He just didn't get knocked out. Know what I mean? Yeah, so nobody had thought Madrimov won but yourself. But your goofball self. And again, and then one other thing again, shut your pussy-made, bitch-made ass up about, he mad because he heard how, when Bud just linked and said niggas better watch how they say his name and all that shit. Yeah, all that shit, yeah, that shit sunk in with him a little bit too. Yeah, it's sinking in with it. Yeah. He ain't like that fierce coming out of Bud, right? So he started talking that dumbass shit about the shit with Gary Russell and Bud from years ago. And again, shut your pussy-made bitch ass up about Gary Russell Jr. getting a steal in on Bud. So what, he reached over and got a steal in on Bud. And people got in between them. And people got out in between them so Bud couldn't get to Gary Russell. And then they kicked Bud out the place that they was at. They sent his ass home. So Bud couldn't get to Gary Russell Jr. And like he was telling you, he told y'all a line talking about right after that happened, they ended up sitting in a lot of rooms together and Bud never said shit. He lying about that. Lying his ass, capping his ass off. This all hate talk. All hate talk. Straight hate talk. Gary Russell wasn't never sitting in no rooms with Bud immediately after that shit happened. Because we already know what would have happened. Without even saying it, we already know what would have happened. You know what I mean? And and like Bud said, like the fuck Bud said, had he got his hands on Gary Russell Jr., he would have literally broke his motherfucking neck. Yeah, you left that part out. When you was on your motherfucking show just talking, he left that part clearly out. Like he always leave out them parts. Yeah, he left that part out. And he said he'll break his motherfucking neck. And Gary Russell Jr. Left that shit right there with no response. Or no meet up with Bud at all. Alright? Goofball. And goofball nigga, the only reason you came out your mouth crazy, only reason you come out your mouth crazy like you do is because you be in your bathroom in Texas. Were you safe? Were you safe being they should call you the original online gangster, because that's all you will ever be. A original online gangster. That's it. a lame-ass goofball. Bud not playing with niggas at all. That's why he my kind of guy for sure. Not playing with niggas at all. I mean, so the goofball tries to come on his live and play the interview on $1 million worth of game between Bill Haney and Jay Prince. And with everything we heard, with everything that we already heard, y'all, this cornball ass nigga tried to tell his subs yesterday that they were negotiating right in our face. And we didn't know what we was looking at. That's what he called it. He watched it and called it negotiation and said we ain't know what we was looking at. But if y'all remember, as that video goes on, he forget there was the part coming up where Bill said he would never negotiate anything without Devin being present. Y'all seen that part in the video? Yeah, where his own guy said he don't negotiate shit without Devin being present. So how the fuck was we watching a negotiation how we was watching a negotiation that you tell us we didn't know was going on? He tried to tell his subs, y'all don't know it was a negotiation going on. It's just y'all don't know. I know. That's some undercover stuff. Cat. Straight cat. Straight cat. Because Bill already exposed it right on there. He said he would never negotiate without Devin being there. There has been no kind of negotiation between the two neither since they tried to make the first fight at 135 for Undisputed. And we know there haven't been any recent negotiations like the nigga, the bark for the bone goofy motherfucker was capping, lying, saying there was going on when if there was recent negotiations going on, they would have mentioned that on the Gillian Wallow show the other day. They would have talked about that. I mean, this fisherman ass sheep nigga got caught lying again, talking about they had recent negotiations in Shakur, and that's when Shakur just had to pop out and tell us that they ain't send him shit. Remember when he just recently popped out and saying they ain't send him shit? That's when we first caught bark for the bone line. We knew that was a lie back then, right then and there. And Bill or Prince ain't say shit about no motherfucking recent negotiations that went wrong while they was on $1 million worth of game the other day. Then this cornball try to have his subs watch Bill and Jay Prince talk and still tell his subs they were doing negotiations on the low until Bill fucked up that false narrative by saying we would never do any kind of negotiations without Devin being present. That's why I was so glad Bill said that. And you were sitting on your show with the dick look trying to fix that. Trying to fix that because you was trying to fix it. Like, don't pay Bill no mind. Bill just saying that, y'all. He can do a negotiation, but he just, shut the fuck up. You just got caught lying. You's a capping ass nigga. I told you all that shit gonna continue to catch up with you like that. Sitting on your channel with the dick look. Wondering how to fix what we plainly seen you was lying about. Because we already seen Bill say he wouldn't do no negotiations without Devin. He already said that. So wasn't no kind of negotiations going on at that table, goofball. Bill don't negotiate shit without Devin being present. You heard him. So shut the fuck up about some undercover negotiations they was doing on $1 million games when Bill Haney clearly mentioned he don't negotiate without Devin being present. You capping ass cornball. And Jay Prince just was letting Bill know what the weight gotta be if he want that fight. If they want that fight, he already know what weight they gotta fight at. Shakur fought at 140 one time, and until he decide his next name, who his next name going to be at 135 or 140, we just got to sit back and see. But we surely know Shakur won't be going to no motherfucking 147 no time soon. J Prince made that perfectly clear. Alright? Nowhere in that video did Bill say we offering Shakur his highest bag of his career to. He didn't say that to no motherfucking he ain't say that to no motherfucking J Prince. Nothing about that at all. And Bill didn't tell J Prince that he don't believe in Shakur. No, Bill didn't tell J Prince he don't believe in Shakur. Cause you try to change Bill words around and say he said he really telling J Prince that he don't believe in Shakur. Bill didn't say that like in a nutshell. That's what you tried to say. In a nutshell, that's what Bill was trying to say. He didn't say shit in a nutshell. That ain't what the fuck he was saying shit. Bill didn't say nothing about he don't believe in Shakur. Bill fuck with Shakur just like J Prince fuck with Devin. Bill didn't say none of that. You said that like you always say shit that you just always say shit that nobody ever said. That's why I stay on your neck. You always saying something that nobody said. And that's why you can't prove half the shit that you say somebody said. We seen what Bill said. So shut your sheep looking cornball dummy ass the fuck up. We seen what Bill said. And you seen and heard what the fuck J Prince said. You can't come down to 144, then there won't be no fight between Shakur and Devin. Simple as that. Simple as that. This goofy ass nigga try to restructure Bill words like we didn't hear what the fuck he said. And that's why y'all boys who cool with this fuck boy need to get him some fucking help. We heard what the fuck Bill said. And you heard what the fuck J Prince said. And then J Prince told Bill he always been rooting for Devin. We heard that too. He always been rooting for Devin to be successful. And BFTB say J Prince was saying that he was really saying Devin is better than Shakur. That's what he meant. He gonna stop the video and say right there he was really saying Devin is better than Shakur. That's what he meant. No, the fuck he didn't mean it, because if that's what he meant, that's what the fuck he would have said. But if BFTB, if he was on the phone with J Prince like Bill, if he was on the phone like Bill was, he wouldn't have said that neither. He wouldn't have said that he said that. He wouldn't have said J Prince say that, because of course J Prince would have told him, you can get the fight. I didn't tell you he can't get the fight. What you not listening? You can get the fight. He's just not coming to the full 147. What part did you not understand? That's what he would have been telling BFTB. Try to hit with some slick shit like that. Try to say, you really just trying to say he don't want to fight. No, motherfucker. I'm really just trying to say he not coming to 147. He'll come to 144. That's what the fuck he trying to say. And that's why Bill left it right there where it was, because Bill know Devin not coming to 144, which is cool. That's cool. We don't got no problem with that. That's cool. So stop talking about a Shakur fight until the day that you see Shakur actually in the 147-pound division. Goofball. Sheep guy. Until then, move on with your career. With Devin need to move on with his career at 147. And you need to make Shakur's name taste like shit in your fucking mouth. And he do too if he thinking about fighting him right now. Cause that's just not the situation. That's just something that's not happening right now. I mean, so move on at 147 and let Shakur do what he gonna do. Like I say, let that man name taste like shit in your mouth. Shakur not in no rush, and Devin not in no rush neither. Because if Devin was in a rush, he would go to 144. And nothing about Devin says face of boxing at all. Nothing. Then last but not least, y'all, this goofy nigga still trying to portray like you on some smoke shit, telling his subs that somebody supposed to be pulling up at his motherfucking house at his address. I'm waiting for somebody to pull up. They supposed to want to smoke. They supposed to been here an hour ago. You's a goofy ass. You be sounding corny as shit. Corny ass shit. Nigga, go the fuck out somewhere. Go somewhere and let he take the motherfucking live out and tell him, nigga, come meet you right there. Nigga, I got the live posted right here. We chilling. I'm gonna be here for like an hour. Pull up. Let's all chop it up right here out of the spot. Go get a spot. Keep talking. Ain't nobody was coming to your house to do shit. Stop lying all your fucking life. Capping ass nigga. Capping ass nigga for sure. See y'all on the get back.
This for the hood, this for the trappers and shooters, this for the ones on the block, this one for my ghetto wagers and all of my niggas in prison that's locked in the box. Fuck all the cops, fuck all the ops, fuck everybody who don't fuck with us. Fuck on your bitch when I'm bored, she want a piece of this dick like my last name was Hut. Said Hut, I treat your bitch like a sinner, I mix the dope like a blender. This an extender, I got the same number of bullets that send them up in November. Born in December, but I got the heart of a Leo. This money be boosting my ego. Wanna fuck both of them bitches, but I don't want them if I can't have them in a trio. We get them pounds sold. I've been really in that mode. Being broke was getting old. I took a trip up the road and never looked back. This is the life that I chose. This is the life that I wanted. I want all the cars, bitches, and all of the money. Part of my niggas that them niggas said they was with it, so we about to get this bitch jumping. Ayy, bustin' the move. Last nigga try bust a move was bustin' the you. Pulled out a baby K out my pocket. You'd have thought I was a kangaroo. Damn, I make bitches pick and choose. You want a real nigga or a fool? You want some diamonds or you want some food? You want the Honda Civic or a coupe? Fuck it really don't matter. I'm getting money, I'm making all the haters matter. I was a soldier putting in work. Now I be calling shots like a commander. She call me daddy, she might not see me again. Damn, now she a bastard. I be dripping in designer, all black Louis belt. Got me feeling like a master. I don't trust nobody, no a bad bitch and she a homebody with a thick body. If she was a car, she'd probably be a big body. Niggas talking but never do shit body. You will never catch me with body. If a nigga think about running up on me, that lemon squeeze gon' knock the shit out him. Spot him, then we got him. I come from the bottom, yeah. We got this shit out the mud. Real nigga in my DNA, so everywhere I go, they be showing me love. Half a pound full of shit, half a pound full of buzz. I mix them together and soak that shit for 27.